Hi guys. For those of you just starting out looking for a side hustle, you have likely seen numerous videos talking about dropshipping, AI, e-commerce, and affiliate marketing. These markets are saturated. Those who got in early may have done well, but it's far from easy to break in now. If it was as easy as they say, and all you need is an internet connection and a laptop, and you will be driving a Lambo and earning six figures by the weekend, then everyone would surely be doing it. We want to look at an alternative that may be being overlooked. Quickly, before we get started, it would be great if you guys could like and subscribe. It helps us bring you more of these videos for free. So, let's get into it. Those who have made it and built huge companies are the ones who have worked a job while doing a side hustle, and then they invented something or found a way to solve a problem for people. Think of Steve Jobs with little money and just his parents' garage, working hard to make the home computer more affordable. Apple is now one of the largest organizations in the world. Do you think someone would have thought, when seeing Steve in his garage, that he would one day take the company to the place it reached? What about Facebook, or when Google Maps was invented in 2005? All these inventions started with an idea. You can create your invention and take it to market yourself, or you can approach an angel investor to help you get started. There are numerous examples of everyday people building a company and then selling it and retiring wealthy. With the right idea, the possibilities are endless. We know this takes time, and we are not saying it's easy, but we like to think if you are the kind of individual who watches our videos, then there is something a little smart about you. We obviously can't create the idea for you, as then everyone would use it. What we can do is give you some thoughts to get you started like we had when we were coming up. We can share ideas for how to identify businesses that fill a gap in the market. We had help along the way, and we want to do the same for everyone out there, as everyone deserves a shot at success. To keep this as simple as we can for you, we are going to break this down into 3 steps. The first step is the research stage. This is where your curious mind has to get to work. We find this step great as we like the process of figuring things out. This is a common trait among many entrepreneurs. You need to look at what people are complaining about or something they are unhappy with when it comes to a service or a product. Look at customer review sites and check for companies that sell products or services that you are interested in. Then look at how you may be able to resolve that issue or change the product to make it better. Think of the investing platform Robinhood, who made it more accessible for retail investors to access the stock market. Prior to Robinhood and other similar businesses, the stock market could mainly only be accessed by stockbrokers and large financial institutions. Speak to your friends or family and conduct market research on what they find causes them a problem or takes them more time than they think it should. You may have had an example yourself when you have purchased a product or paid for a service. Think about what you did not like and what you did. Once you begin to think about products and services this way, and think like an entrepreneur, you will find yourself thinking differently to your friendship group. We found this when we started. We didn't just go to McDonald's anymore to get our coffee. We would look at the service we received, how the marketing information in the restaurant looked, and what good and bad customer service felt like. It's a change in mindset, but this is what happens when you begin seeing things from the inventor or entrepreneur perspective. The next step is to come up with your idea. This may sound like a simple step, but you will be surprised how many problems you find with products or services from the big companies. Sometimes people use a certain provider, as that's just who they know, or it's the one who has the big marketing budget, so they are familiar to them. If you ask many people, they will tell you that they are not happy with some of the companies that supply them, like their energy provider or insurance company. Your idea needs to be one that you can turn into a USP. This means a unique selling proposition. This is something that is going to set you apart from the competition. You need an idea that's going to make people want to buy your product or service over someone else's. Remember, you have an advantage over some of the large corporations. They may have big budgets, but they are not as agile as a startup, and you can quickly go through the steps to getting your idea to market, while they have to keep a focus on their core market, which is likely already competitive. One of the ideas we like is a service that makes people's life easier. That is why we came up with this channel. Over the past 28 years, we have had a lot of experiences. Some were tough and some were exciting, but they all were rewarding and helped us create what we have today. So our idea was to bring our financial smarts and wealth of experience to the public. We wanted people to escape the rat race, and we just didn't feel like there were really good channels giving a wider view of investing and creating wealth in an upfront and realistic manner. There were lots of people pretending it was easy, but not giving people tangible solutions. Once you have come up with your idea, it's time to move to the next step. The last step in starting your side hustle is the most exciting. It's time to take it to market. To avoid this video being excessively long, we are going to assume you have now had your product designed or got your service idea ready and carried out your branding and required activities for starting a company, such as financing, legal activities such as registering the business, checking for patents or trademarks and other items you are required to carry out. Depending on the product or service, there are a couple of routes you now need to take if you are going to look at pitching your idea to an angel investor. In the US and UK, you can use the Angel Investor Network, which are communities connecting investors and inventors. You can find this on Google. Make sure you know your numbers here. You will need to know your market and have carried out research on the consumer and market size. You will need sales targets and revenue forecasts. These sound difficult, but once you start to look into it, you will find you can get this data with some work. If an angel investor isn't for you, then you can speak to family or friends to help with financing, or if you can invest in your own idea. Remember, this is not financial advice, and any time you invest, your capital is at risk, and we are not financial advisors. We are people who have been successful and are sharing our ideas based on experiences. It is now time to start to market your idea. You need to go to the people who are buying the product or service from your competitors. Check with them directly how you can offer something better or be more competitive on price, as at this stage you won't have the large overheads like we discussed earlier that the big corporations have. At this point, it's about making that first transaction. Many organizations, including Instagram and many others, made little profit to begin with. You have to be patient, and this is why we say, start as a side hustle as the business can grow while you still can pay your personal expenses. So there you go, guys. This is the real side hustle. It takes work and it will take time, but this is how you can reach your goals. Not everyone is doing this, as it's not like all the YouTube videos that claim you can make 6 figures overnight. We see that as an opportunity. Look in a different direction to everyone else, and this will leave the others looking at the same side hustles while you are looking at something innovative and new. Coming up with an innovative idea or business can be just round the corner, and that's how you can reach the top. We would love you to share your ideas with us or update on your progress once you have got started. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Good luck, guys, and see you next time.